How I scammed a Filipina scammer. Buenos dias, YouTube people. It's between stars and sun. I'm sitting here at the drive-thru for the Sonic. Well, it's not the drive-thru, but you know where you do the thing. Anyways, they're gonna open soon. Where else are you gonna get a cheeseburger at 8 in the morning? So, as the title says, down here maybe, I don't know. How I scammed a Filipina scammer. Well, okay, first and foremost, that's just clickbait. But I did scam a Filipina scammer out of time, and that was so fun. So during the divorce, your boy here was pretty lonely and pretty bored, and obviously he wanted to find Mrs. Right. Well, he did find Mrs. Right through this website. However, right, requires you to pay a little bit of money for the membership thing to do the thing. The point of the video is how I scammed a Filipino scammer. One of the first women that reached out to me, because your boy didn't reach out to anyone. Your boy just let the people message, right? Anywho, so this chica is like messaging back and forth with me. She's like, do you got WhatsApp? And I'm like, oh, totally, I got WhatsApp, which I didn't at the time, but hey, whatever. Let's move it to WhatsApp, right? The show must go on, gents, right? So we move it to WhatsApp, and this chica is like, you know, going back and forth, you know, the piddly normal shit, you know, getting to know somebody real quick, just enough information that they can try to gauge you a little bit and use it against you, right? Not in like a malicious kind of way, but like in a manipulative type of way, like a verbal judo kind of way. Anyways, it's 2 minutes in the video. Let's move it on, right? So, this is funny. She asked, out of the blue, hey, do you have $1,000? And I'm thinking, bitch, I barely got fucking $190 in my damn bank account, and that's gotta stretch me to payday, and I just got paid. No. Anyways, but I said, what a coinkydink. I have exactly $1,000 in my bank account. What you need? And she's like, I need to borrow $1,000. Really? What for? Oh, I can't tell you. Oh, that's cool. I got you. What a coincidence. I'll let you borrow $1,000. You know, this seems legitimate, right? All right. So, now check this out. This is where it gets good. I said, how do I get the money to you? Well, you could PayPal, you could do this, you could do that. I'm like, bet. I don't have any of that. How can I get it to you? She's like, do you have Western Union? I'm like, yeah, I got Western Union. And I'm thinking, I'll just go into the store, bada bing, bada boom, whatever. No, I'm not thinking that. It's kind of funny. There's an app now for it, by the way, gents. But no. So I'm like, cool. Now I'm just going to fuck with her. Because she said, I don't know much about Western Union. Oh, neither do I. But your boy needed some entertainment. So this is what I did. All right. I ended up saying, hey, by the way, there's an international transfer fee of like $100. Can I send you $900 instead? And instead of like, you know, be like, oh yeah, just send $900. No, she doubled down, dog. She was like, I need $1,000. And I said, look, we can take care of this. You send me 100, and then I can send you that 1,000. And she argued with me. She said, there's no international transfer fee. And I said, yes, there is. International transfer fee. And she argued with me back and forth. Now, gents, this went on for 4 motherfucking hours. 4 fucking hours of her getting big mad and me just fucking loving it. Like I said, I'm not giving up any fucking money. And on top of that, bitch, like, I known you for like a whole of 10, 15 minutes. Like, I barely let my family borrow $20. Like, come on, man. I ain't got a pot to piss in, gents. But, hey, you know what? You know what happened? They provided 4 fucking hours of entertainment. Now, eventually I did meet Mrs. Right, which you guys already know all that, but I figured this is funny. But she's going back and forth, man. You know, she's like, there's no international transfer fee. Send me 1,000. I need 1,000 USD. I'm like, no. There's an international transfer fee. And it was so comical just to that back and forth. Man, that was funny as hell. That was fucking chef's kiss. That was funny, right? 4 hours of essentially free entertainment, right? You pay the $50 what is it, for like the month of chatting on the app, and they all want to move it to WhatsApp anyways. But that was pretty funny. Pretty much everyone got blocked. Everyone I spoke to was either a scammer or just somebody I was not interested in. They already had those what do you call that? Those tendencies early on, and it's like, yeah, no, dog, we ain't doing that. You know, we ain't doing that. So, but you know, I did eventually find Mrs. Right, and she's the one who, you know, I'm doing all this crazy shenanigans, midlife crisis, right? Moving to the Phils, the Philippines, right? That's what I'm doing, and well, hey, it is what it is. The journey, the quest, the mission, guys. I'm gonna lose this weight now. I am at Sonic right now, and that's fast food, and your boy's like 9,000 pounds. It's over 9,000. Anyways.
What does the scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000! What the?
Yeah, your boy's like 9,000 pounds. But you know what? You know what's cool? You know how hot it is there? I'm just going to sweat that weight off. It's going to be awesome. And on top of that, that's kind of the, you know, again, I kind of talk about the focus of the channel eventually when I am in the Phils, you know, I'm going to be hitting that weight loss. I'm going to be hitting, really want to do like a lot of that Filipino martial arts stuff. And I want to do a lot of the history stuff out there too, and the food, the culture, and just kind of telling the story of my relocation and learning about the country. You know, not too many people talk about the history. And I was just talking to a good famous YouTuber on this. Not tongue-in-cheek. Dude's up-and-coming, man. And, you know, we connected, you know, very similar, right? But talked about the history of the Philippines, and it's like, how he had mentioned, he's like, how come like every expat doesn't know about the history? They don't care. It's like, yeah, well, that kind of sucks. You know, that kind of sucks. Great history. I mean, bloody history, but great history. You know, they're fighting alongside with us. Well, they fought with us too, you know. But hey, you know, an enemy yesterday is a friend today. Something like that. Yeah. Anyways, it's almost time to order some Sonic for my fat ass. And no, this is not mukbang. You will not see that. I doubt any of you made it through, well, this part of the video. And if you did, I want you to write in the comments, not type, write tactical Christmas tree. I don't know. It's funny. It's always been a funny thing. All right, boys. Mission success. I will remain fat another day. Maybe have a heart attack. Who the fuck knows? But thanks for joining me on my food quest of Sanic. The Sanic. Yeah, the Sanic. Anyways, and telling the brief story about how I scammed a Filipina scammer of her time. Yes. Anyways, take it easy.